Lil Durk. First off, somebody asked me, why am I always whispering in my videos? Invalid. I ain't used to this camera, but we done with that now. Today's video is going to be about talking about Lil Durk and his arrest, October 24th. He was arrested on the charges of murder for hire, hiring hitmen to get Quando Rondo, but actually getting his cousin, Lil Pop. This whole altercation supposedly stems back to King Von's death in 2020, November of 2020. Lil Pop was murdered August 2022. They say they have hotel records, flight records, bank statements, text messages, all types of stuff linking this man to be the #1 conspirator in this murder for hire case. So we're going to get into it. I'm pretty late addressing all this. I've been busy, been living life, but now we get to it. I got the affidavit right here from the investigator, the FBI agent. We're going to read that, all the important parts, because not everything is important. There's a bunch of fluff in there too, but we're going to get into it. This man is caught up bad. There's supposedly other people rumored to be involved, and it's just a lot going on, but we're going to get into it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoy the video. I'll be dropping some more stuff later. Let's go. The FBI special agent that wrote the affidavit, her name is Sarah Cochran, and she's been investigating Lil Pop's death since 2022 when he was killed. The affidavit starts off and reads as this. This affidavit is made in support of a criminal complaint and arrest warrant against Durk Banks, aka Lil Durk, for conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death. Banks is the leader of the Chicago-based rap collective known as Only the Family, or OTF. In addition to OTF status as a rap collective, I know based on the investigation that OTF also acts as an association in fact of individuals who engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Banks and to maintain their status in OTF. For example, based on the evidence collected during the investigation, including the interview of witnesses, I know that Banks put a monetary bounty out for an individual with whom Banks was feuding with, TB, also known as Quando Rondo. So first off, Sarah Cochran is saying OTF is a gang. It's a rap collective, but more importantly, it's a gang. As detailed below, on August 19, 2022, multiple OTF members and associates used 2 vehicles and worked in tandem to track, stalk, and attempt to murder TB, Quando Rondo, at a gas station located in Los Angeles, California. The co-conspirators fired at least 18 rounds at TB's vehicle, striking and killing SR, Lil Pop, TB's family member who was traveling with TB, Quando Rondo. So pretty much, Quando Rondo was in LA. Lil Durk, according to this affidavit, found out where he was staying, bought plane tickets for them to fly out there. Stalk, bro. Quando Rondo was driving an Escalade. He was pursued by 2 white vehicles, I believe a white BMW and a white Infiniti. They caught him up at a gas station and dumped 18 shots in a car that were supposed to be aimed at Quando Rondo, but they ended up killing Lil Pop in the process, and Quando Rondo lived, according to this affidavit and all the allegations that are surfacing. Let's continue. On the day of the murder, August 19, 2022, surveillance video shows Quando Rondo and Lil Pop and others leave their hotel in Los Angeles and enter a black Cadillac Escalade. Surveillance video taken from numerous locations throughout Los Angeles, including Quando Rondo's hotel and the gas station where the murder occurred, show that 2 vehicles followed that Escalade for hours leading up to the shooting. On October 17, 2024, a grand jury sitting in the Central District of California returned an indictment charging 5 co-conspirators: Kayvon Grant, DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Lindsay, and Asa Houston, with crimes arising from the murder, including murder for hire and conspiracy to commit murder for hire resulting in death. Banks is identified as co-conspirator 1 in the indictment, which is incorporated herein by reference. So, according to the affidavit, he sent 5 people out there, and it's written here that Lil Durk is co-conspirator 1, meaning that he was the one that set everything up. He was the one that started everything. Based on the investigation, and as described below, evidence shows that Banks ordered Quando Rondo's murder and that the hitmen used Banks and OTF-related finances to carry out the murder. For example, bank and flight records show that an OTF member and close associate of Banks coordinated and paid for Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and another OTF member to travel from Chicago to California on the day before the murder. Co-conspirator 3 paid for the flights using a credit card linked to Banks and OTF. Around the time that co-conspirator 3 purchased the co-conspirators' flights to California, iCloud records show the phone number associated with Banks texted co-conspirator 3, Don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Already, it's so many flaws in your criminal plot, bruh. Too many ways to trace it back to you. I don't even know how bro thought he was gonna get away with this. I don't know what he was thinking. How did you feel like this was a good idea to use everything in your name to book flights at well-known airlines, to stay at well-known hotels, to do anything, to not use a burner phone, to use your own phone, to have it all backed up by iCloud? Like, bro, these rappers are truly idiots. But we continue the story. Earlier, October 24th, 2024, federal and local law enforcement executed multiple search warrants at locations associated with OTF members in and around the Chicago area and arrested Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. After executing the warrants, the FBI learned that Banks had been booked on at least 3 international flights scheduled to leave the United States today. When Banks arrived near one of the departing airports, he was arrested by law enforcement personnel. Jesus Christ. Bro got word that everything was coming out and tried to leave the States. And he tried to book airline tickets. With all the money he got, he tried to book airline tickets. After all this had came out, all they gotta do is see you, see your ID, see your passport, see your name, and I'm sure they got records of everything that's happening in the news. They just gotta make a quick phone call real quick and let them know where you at. The more you read about Durk's actions, just the more idiotic and stupid bro seems. Like, there's no way he thought this would work. Maybe he did, because he's not that smart, obviously. But how? Just how? At the time of the murder, Quando Rondo had a public feud with Banks, also known as Lil Durk. Banks is a Chicago-based gang member and leader of the rap collective known as Only the Family, or OTF. The feud stemmed from a November 6, 2020 murder where an associate of Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, shot and killed OTF rapper named Davon Bennett, also known as King Von. Bennett was a member of OTF and Banks' close friend. Everybody saw what happened with the King Von murder. We saw the boy get shot. We saw the boy lay lifeless on the ground. We seen that. We seen him try to start a fight with Quando Rondo and his group. We seen Lil Tim pull the gun out and knock that boy off. So, if everybody remembers, all the fans and everybody around the States was saying, slide for Von, slide for Von, slide for Von. And he slid for Von. He missed his target, and now he finna get a crazy case. On the news or something like that, it said that the highest that he can get is life or death penalty, but he was indicted in California, so I don't really think that's the case. California don't really roll with the death penalty like that. He probably gonna get some years. I doubt he gonna get off. There's too much evidence involved. But this all stems from King Von's murder back in 2020. He's also being sued for his involvement with FBG Duck's murder too. All crazy stuff, but these rappers are insane, yo. Drill just took like a heavy blow. A heavy blow. If you a youngin' out here and you trying to be hot shit, you trying to be the biggest gang-banging rapper out there, trying to talk about killing everybody, trying to get your name out there, your street cred, whatever, the biggest dude in the whole scene just effed himself. Bro is like completely I blame him. I blame the fans. I blame the music industry. I blame his area, Chicago. I think he's dumb for not leaving Chicago. I think he's stupid for having all that money and still choosing to indulge in all such gang activity. Makes no sense. He should have been like Chief Keef and left. Makes no sense. Bro got kids. Bro got baby mamas. He got women. Like, he ain't think about none of that. Just straight shit for brains. Nothing less. I don't listen to drill music. I think that shit's stupid, so don't expect for me to fucking be nice. Let's continue the stupidity. The hitmen travel using funds leaked to Banks. I know the following based on my review of LAPD police reports, surveillance footage, bank and flight records, witness statements, and homicide detectives from the LAPD and federal investigators involved in this case. On August 18, 2022, the day before Lil Pop's murder, OTF members learned of the location of TB, Quando Rondo, from a longtime OTF affiliate, Co-Conspirator 4. After OTF members learned this, the following men took a one-way flight from Chicago to San Diego: Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and Co-Conspirator 2. Rumor has it, they looking at you, Brick Baby. And it's a couple clips of you talking about the situation, finding out that Lil Durk got arrested by the feds. And there's a couple clips saying how loyal you are to Durk, man. And honestly, if Durk has somebody that he needed lined up, you would give it.
Nigga, this my boy. He lost his boy. The niggas who did it could be around. Shit, 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, shit, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, nigga, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I dig his ass up in.
Right.
You get a name up ASAP. So you really make yourself look bad. You a 60s crib. I don't respect none of that. But yeah, bruh, they looking at you. And you did come and clear your name, say you ain't got no involvement, but don't nobody believe you. Don't nobody know for sure, but don't nobody also believe you. Like I said, you make yourself look bad. And you already said how loyal you are. You could do anything to help this man out. But it's just a rumor. I ain't saying he did it, because I don't know. I am not no investigator. I am not the police. But it's looking shaky. The one-way tickets to San Diego were purchased using an American Express credit card ending in 2039 and in the name of co-conspirator 3, who was also associated with OTF and banks. Based on records from Apple, I know that on the same day, a number ending in 9595 believed to be associated with banks sent a text message to co-conspirator 3 stating, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." Based on my review of hotel records, I know that Grant rented and paid for a room at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City, California on August 18, 2022, using an American Express card in Banks' name ending in 1015. Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 stayed at the hotel the night before the co-conspirators tracked, stalked, and attempted to kill TB. Just retarded, yo. Using funds and everything all in your name, bro. What were you thinking, Durk? He ain't gonna never see this. But y'all need to see it. Like, if you want to be like this dude, realize you have to be a real idiot. You cannot be intelligent. You cannot be smart. He didn't even try. Like, bro did not even try to get off on this. He wasn't getting off at all. Flight records, hotel records, Apple records, phone calls and text messages, whatever else, all traced back to you. No burner phones, nothing. You just put your name on everything. You put your company, your managing company, whatever the case, whatever it is, you put all of that to the back of this. I just can't get over how dumb he is. That is mind-boggling to me. It's already hard, even if you are smart. It's hard just to get away from any crime you're doing just because there's so many cameras around. Everything is filmed. We got AI that can recognize your face from a picture that was taken 10 years ago. You can get caught up on video in the streets. And if you went to like a basketball game a year before and there's pictures rolling around, there's a database that could recognize you just based off of that. How do people think they could get away with this stuff? Let's talk a bit about Lil Pop's murder and the day that he died. On the day of the murder, August 19, 2022, surveillance video shows Quando Rondo, Lil Pop, and others leave their hotel in Los Angeles and enter a black Cadillac Escalade. Surveillance video from numerous locations throughout Los Angeles, including TB's hotel, Quando Rondo, and the gas station where the murder occurred, show that 2 vehicles followed the Escalade for hours leading up to the shooting. One vehicle was a white BMW, murder vehicle 1, and the other was a white Infiniti, murder vehicle 2. Among other things, surveillance video from the murder scene shows murder vehicle 2 parked in an alley behind the gas station where 3 shooters wearing black masks exit the vehicle, walked to the gas station, and then opened fire on the Escalade. The shooters then ran back to murder vehicle 2 and drove away. Murder vehicle 1 drove away from the area just minutes before the shooting. Approximately 50 minutes after the shooting, surveillance video from an In-N-Out restaurant in Los Angeles shows Grant, Jones, and Wilson arrive in murder vehicle 1. The video also shows Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 arrive at the In-N-Out in a black SUV. Based on the comparison of surveillance video showing the murder to video from the In-N-Out restaurant, law enforcement identified that Lindsay, Jones, and co-conspirator 2 were the individuals who opened fire and killed Lil Pop. A few hours after the shooting, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 boarded a flight from San Diego to Chicago. Once again, the credit card in the names of Co-Conspirator 3 was used to pay for the one-way tickets. Everything is on video. Everything is on video, especially in LA. They got that mug on lockdown all the time. You cannot just do stuff and get away. You can't do anything and just think you're going to get off scot-free. It is not the 1950s. It ain't the 70s. It ain't the 80s. It ain't the 90s. It is 2020s, yo. Straight up. You can't do nothing without it being seen. What were y'all thinking? Followed this man for hours. Followed him to a gas station, shot him, and decided to drive to an In-N-Out. Granted, they switched vehicles, but dog, like, you went and hung out with the people who was just in a car that was used for murder. And you thought that wasn't going to tie y'all back to it? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. These rappers are stupid. These rappers and their entourages, they really not even an entourage. These are straight up groupies, yo. I wonder how much they got paid to do this. Lil Durk might as well have went to California and tried to kill Quando Rondo himself because he would not have a murder for hire charge. And also, it wouldn't be 5 other people involved. Not that that matters to him, but that matters to those that are involved. That's just dumb, bro. It's the same thing, though. You would have been caught regardless, bro. You would have been caught regardless. I don't know what you was thinking, Durk, but you are an idiot. And they still using credit cards that's linked to OTF. How, bro? Where are their brains at? Anyways, with all this knowledge that's been investigated, with all these records, hotel records, phone records, iCloud, plane records, with all this surveillance video, with everything, they decided to start making arrests in October of 2024. So, let's read. In the early hours of October 24th, 2024, law enforcement arrested Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston and executed multiple search warrants in the Chicago area, including a warrant to search the home of Co-Conspirator 3. Shortly after making these arrests and executing the search warrants on October 24th, the FBI received notifications from U.S. Customs and Border Protection showing that Banks had been booked as a passenger on 2 international flights. A one-way flight from Miami to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, connecting through Doha, Qatar, scheduled to depart the evening of October 24th, and a one-way flight from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland, connecting via New Jersey, also scheduled to depart the evening of October 24th. Banks did not board either flight. At approximately 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, the FBI received an additional Customs and Border Protection notification that Banks had been booked as a passenger on a private plane departing Miami and destined for Italy, scheduled to depart at approximately 9 p.m. Eastern Time. At approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Banks was arrested by law enforcement in the vicinity of the departing airport. For all the reasons described below, there's probable cause to believe that Banks violated and committed conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. Wow. Ain't no way this man thought he was finna get off with all this. Ain't no way he thought he was finna get away. I just don't see it. I could never fathom in 2024 I could pull something like this off. Even if I had $1 billion, I could not fathom that I could pull this off and get away with it. They got a pretty sturdy case. They got a lot of stuff tied back to them. I'm going to repeat it again. Hotel records, flight records, phone records, text messages, iCloud records, surveillance video, and witnesses. They got everything. How could he possibly get off on this? I don't know. Drill took a big hit. I think drill need to stop. It ain't even that hard. Most of them sound retarded. If you ask me, everybody got different opinions, but that shit do not be going, yo. The women don't even really like it no more. The classy women, maybe the rats do, but like women don't even like it. Why would you want to listen to it, bro? Why would you want to play that everywhere you go? I don't get it, but yeah, man, that's Lil Durk. Lil Durk is sick right now. Supposedly, one of OTF's members, OTF Jam, supposedly, this is rumored, this has not been confirmed, but OTF Jam is rumored to have been wearing a wire for 12 years after doing something for Durk, getting time, and pretty much saying, look, I'll help y'all out to the feds, to the police, to the FBI. I will wear a wire because these people are engaging in criminal activity as long as I get immunity. And it's rumored that it's been that way for 12 years. All rumor, but dude, like, niggas ain't learned, man. The whole YSL case should have been told y'all. You can't trust nobody. Ain't no honor among thieves, killers, and deceivers. You can't trust nobody in these games. But they saying Brick Baby might have been the one that lined Quando Rondo up. It's video surveillance of him on podcasts and all that stuff. Talking about his gang activity and how if it was him and Lil Durk wanted Quando Rondo's location and he had it, he would give it to him.
Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't do shit. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Nigga, this my boy. He lost his boy. The niggas who did it could be around. Shit, 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, shit, I probably would have been coking if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, nigga, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said, if he make the call right now, I dig his ass up in.
Right.
It's another video of bro being so spooked when he hear that he got caught up by the feds, almost like, oh snap, I might be going down too. I ain't saying that you did it, dog, but you looking terrible.
You've exceeded our expectations.
That's right.
No, you're dealing with this as a
Professionals.
Yeah, you're dealing
They
with.
may not act like it in the chat. Professionals.
There it is. She got QR codes. She got QR.
Oh, Alex, that is so
There you go.
funny.
Wait, so
that's like the little Vegas shit back in the day.
Right.
Go to Vegas and they just all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit.
Wait, they got charged by the
someone that looks
feds?
nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick. Hey, good work.
Facts.
They got charged by the feds?
I need to get rid of them.
Hey, Omani, you're the man, but I really
Thank you,
appreciate
man.
meeting you.
Appreciate you.
I really appreciate meeting
It's
you.
for the players. Come on, my pleasure.
My man.
Thank you.
They told this man, Gillian Wallow told this man to let it go. To let it go. If you don't, you won't be here in the future. And look at this man, finna be locked up for so long.
30 niggas of my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother, my brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother, he ran to the house. He died in Nanny arms when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Man, he like
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, shit for real.
This man just got the keys to Chicago and led a prayer event. And now it's alleged that he is doing murder for hire. We got to stop giving certain people platforms, yo, and putting them on higher pedestals, because these people is straight demons, dog. Like, my community is almost done for. It don't make no sense. I'm at such a crossroads with, like, everything to do with my race. It's crazy. I feel like the first episode of Dave Chappelle. Damn. At this point in time, Lil Durk is claiming that he is not guilty, according to social media. So you don't know how reliable that is. They even got his son out here saying that his daddy ain't guilty on a long post that don't look like his son could have wrote that. But he do got his support from his family, apparently. And yeah, man, even with all that, though, that ain't much. It's looking terrible for this man. Should have been like Chief Keef. Should have got out. Should have left, bro. You too rich. You got too much money. You too known. You're moving. You a dumb criminal anyway, bro. You linking everything back to yourself. Everything is traceable, and it all lead back to you. So you're just not intelligent. I don't know what the heck you was thinking, bro. But that's the video. I don't know how long until trial is. I don't know when everything gonna start, but when it do, I will be here and I will be talking about it. That's pretty much it for this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be dropping more videos soon. But whew, what was they even thinking trying to give Lil Durk the keys to Chicago? They took it back. But like, still, bruh.